Hello everyone and welcome to my coloring corner. Today is Monday Live and we have some exciting news for the channel, as well as we're going to be working and starting on this picture from Ruth Sanderson. I've printed it on gray tone paper and we are going to be coloring it with the Castle Art Golds. How is everyone? Let's see who we have in here. Dinner was good. I ate a burger. It was nummy. Hello, Ronnie. Hello, Yana. Hello, Della. Hello, Dawn. Hello, Diane. Hello, Celine. Hello, Alex. Hello, Nightbot. Hello, Bonnie. Hello, everyone that is out there lurking. Thank you very much for joining me. Oh, yay. Pizza's almost done. Yum. So the exciting news is that the channel has reached 2,500 subscribers, and I will be doing a video this week. Hello, Jen. All right, well, I hope you're feeling better and getting some rest. Hello, Angela. Hello, Bonnie, if I didn't say hello. Hello, Crashes. I'll wait for a little bit to tell y'all. Get everybody in here. So I would like to say, first of all, thank you all very much for subscribing to the channel and hanging out with me every day that I am. Oh, nice. Every day that you are hanging out with me, it makes my day a little bit brighter. So I appreciate you all hanging out with me. And hello, Oliver. Hello, Bonnie and Bob. I keep on forgetting Bob's there too. Hello. I say that and my husband comes out, you know. So how is everyone? How was your weekend? Did you have a good weekend? And all of that fun stuff. Hello, Ronnie. I think I said hello, Ronnie. I don't know who I've said hello to anymore. Hello, everybody. It's just going by so fast. All right, so I'm going to be doing a video this coming week, throughout the week. That's good. I'm glad you've napped. Well, that's good. At least you get warm. I can send you some cold. Although it hasn't been all that cold here. It's been mild. But I will be doing a video during the week. Keep your eyes open for it. It is going to tell you how to enter the 2,500 subscriber giveaway. Yes, I would love to send it to you, Celine. And the 2,500 subscriber giveaway is going to be available only for subscribers. It is going to be worldwide. It will be going through AliExpress. So as long as you're willing to give me your physical address to ship to, you are available to enter the giveaway. The one thing I do ask is if you already own a set of the Phoenix Color 100 pencils, the really pretty ones, that you let somebody that doesn't have them enter and possibly win. I'm not saying don't enter. I'm just saying, you know, give the option to somebody that may not have them. Hello, Kathleen. But I will be doing a giveaway for the Phoenix Color 100s, the prettiest pencils in the world, and it is going to be available for everybody. So it will be going through AliExpress. So as long as you're willing to give me your address via a private email so that I can enter it into AliExpress to send them to you, then you are eligible. As long as you're over the age of 18 and you are a subscriber to the channel. I actually have a package of them. I haven't used them very much, but I do have some, Oliver. But no, I haven't used them a whole bunch. All right. So that will be coming this week. Keep your eye on it. It will have instructions in the video on how to enter and what you need to do to enter. And we will do the video and then we will do a drawing. What I'll do is I will give you a code word in the video to use in chat. And then I will give each of those chatters that use the code word a number, and then I will do a random number draw for the giveaway itself. Awesome, Alex. You got your printer. Did your hubby set it up, or are you still waiting until it gets cleared away? Till all the stuff gets cleared away? All right, so I'm going to move this over to the close-up camera and we're going to start coloring on the parrot, I think. Well, I have colored with them, just not a lot. I just haven't colored a lot with them. All right, so I'm going to move the camera slightly so that I can not have it hanging over the edge. Nice. That's awesome. Oh, that weird person that showed up at your house, left things and ran away? Yeah, yeah. Now, there's not very many sets of pencils in my corner that doesn't get used. I think there's one or two. One because I absolutely hate them. Another one because they no longer make them, so I don't want to use them up. Aw, thanks, Alex. All right, so we're going to start with mint green light, and we're going to put a layer on the birdie here. And we're going to do him as a green parrot. But otherwise, mostly every pencil in the corner does get some use, whether it be sharpener fodder or, yeah. So I'm just going to base the entire parrot, the shadow areas of the parrot with this green. And we'll be adding more of it as we go along. So once again, this is mint green light. And I like it because it has a little bit of that tealy color in it. Sharpener fodder, yeah. Yep. You know, the ones that I test sharpeners with. You know, the other gold ones. All right, now we're going to add a little bit of a deeper green to it. We're going to add some Prussian green. This is more of a yellow green instead of a blue green. Absolutely. I have lots of times. I love using it for, especially for fairy wings. No, it wouldn't burn. I tried. Anyway, just saying. They don't even melt. Well, now that you have your rolling house, you can come invade me anytime. Hello, Shannon. Is doggy bedtime? Okay. Night night, doggies. That'll take you a while with 11 doggies. Kind of glad mine puts herself to bed. But she's old, so. Hello, Calamity. No problem at all. So once again, I'm using the Prussian green, and I'm just adding it to some of his tail feathers here in the darker areas. Now, normally I would start on the people, but the way I want to color the people, I'm still a little hesitant on. So I'm going to hold off on that for Wednesday when our wonderful guest is here, so she can help me out with it as well. Because I have some great, wonderful people in the community that have given me tips and stuff like that to color them the way I want to. And I have put them all into use on a practice page. And because I've never colored skin tone the way that I want to color this skin tone, so. I'm going to turn this light off and turn this one down so that you can actually see the color. Maybe. Because greens don't like to show up on my camera very much. I don't know why. Some days they do great, and some days they just say nope, and we don't want to. I'm just going through each feather and doing the under area. I'm going to zoom you in a bit. That's true. They do last forever if you don't use them. All right. But if you don't use them, then what's the point, right? I'm going to see if I can zoom this in any further. There we go. I'm going to zoom it on into the parrot so that we can see it a little bit better. And then we're going to tip this down just a touch. There we go. Perfect. Maybe there. Nope, that makes it too dark for me. There we go. Oh, don't like that either. I like this light that Bob gave me, but it makes things a little bright for you guys. Sorry about that. And this is the dark grayscale version. There is two versions if you purchase the PDF. One is a light and one is a dark. This is the dark version. Of course, again, I'll let you know that Ruth has given the channel and the channel subscribers and anybody that comes and views any of the videos and that sort of thing a discount of 40% off on her Etsy as well as her website for this book. Now, I thought it was just her books on Etsy, and I did find out that it does work for all of her Etsy. So anything that you want to buy on Etsy, it's 40% off. Some things show on the Etsy page, and some things don't show until you put them in your cart. So okay, I'm glad it looks good. Is it fuzzy? Or am I frozen? I don't know. Um, just okay. As long as I'm not frozen or fuzzy. For those of you that I am fuzzy or frozen to, you might want to check and make sure that it's playing at the 180p. Okay, good. Good, good, good. All right, now we're going to go in with a lighter green, and we're going to use leaf green light. And I'm just going to use the leaf green light to blend everything together here. And then I'll switch on over to the other camera so you can actually see the colors, because this camera does not do it justice at all. After we're all done coloring his cute little face. All right. I've only colored one or two parrots before, so I'm just going by what I've seen in books and pet stores. I looked up a green parrot on the internet and went, yeah, that kind of looks like him. So for all of those people that have green parrots around them and this does not look like a green parrot, I'm sorry. Hello, Christina. Hello, Catherine. Good evening. Okay. It froze for a bit, but it's fine. All right. Now we're going to take the white and we're going to go around his eyes here. All around his eye. And a little bit over on this side. Like that. Now we need a red. We're going to use some red ochre. On his beak area. Yeah, I don't like his eye there, but and then we're going to put a little bit deeper in there. Nosy and spoiled puppy. Oh dear. So this side here is going to be darker because it's shadowed. This side here is going to be lighter. All right, and then we need some yellow. Like that. And then a deeper yellow. Shannon, that just makes me sad. all those pretty books. I hope you have read all the ones that you're going to downsize. I couldn't do it. No, that's no good. You should be able to keep them until you've read them. Just saying. Alright, now we're going to add some gray. So we're going to use a little bit of blue gray and a little bit of warm gray and a little bit of graphite light. Yeah, series would be really hard to get rid of. I wouldn't be able to do it. You are a stronger person than me. So I'm just taking the warm gray, which is our darkest gray color. And I'm going around his beak. And then we're going to add a little bit of blue gray to that and drag it out a little. I still have sparkles on my page. I was doing something with sparkles the other day and got them on my page. Now they're stuck there. Alright, get the last ones in. Just going to use some of the warm gray on his eye here as well. And on his little nasal hole. Like that. And then we're going to use the graphite light. And blend his beak area in. Use the red for his tongue here. Like so. Then we're going to do the same thing for his feet. Do his claws, talons, whatever you want to call them. And we're doing this with the warm gray, which is the darkest of the grays I have in my hand that I'm working with. It is not the darkest of the grays in the set, but I don't want to go too dark because then it gets too much into the black. Turn this light a bit. There, that's a little better. And then use the warm gray. Like so. Put a little bit more definition there. Like that. Yeah, that's one way to downsize them, that's for sure. All right, now we're going to add the greens again to the bird because I don't feel that he's green enough. So we're going to start off once again with the mint green light. And we're going to start building that color a little bit more. Yeah, sometimes our kids' collections overtake ours, and when you have little ones, they take over a lot quicker. So this is the mint green light. I'm putting the shadows in from the tree. And then we're going to take our Prussian green, darken that up a little. And I'm just doing little tiny flicks into the feathers on his chest here. And darkening the shadow area down here. And as soon as I get things sorted, I'll look up. Oh yeah, that's definitely not big enough for a family. But you live in what you can, right? Housing is expensive these days, so definitely understand that. All right, and then we're going to do our light green. And we're just going to finish this off, and then I'll switch over to the other camera so that you can see how the bird looks. I don't know why this other camera is being fussy now. It wasn't earlier. Let's That's annoying. And I'm just filling it all in again. Building that color up and blending in the darker colors. And there we have our parrot. All right, I'm going to switch you over to the main camera here so you can see how the parrot looks. There we have our parrot. Just take my brush if I can find it. I think we need a little bit more yellow up here, coming off that red. And then we'll blend it in with, so that was cadmium yellow light, and we're going to blend it in with Tuscan yellow light. And blend it into that white, bring around his eye, and into the red. And down into the green. Like so. All right, so there we have our parrot. He took a lot less time than I expected him to. So now we're going to move on to the tree here. We'll start with, let's start with the tree itself. There's a lot of flowers and other small vines and stuff that are growing up the tree. So just trying to determine how to do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our Prisma white, switch you over to the close-up, and hopefully you can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to take the Prisma white, and I'm going to start by putting in some of those petals and small flowers that are on the tree trunk here, as well as the leaves here, so that I can see them a little bit better. Because there's a vine that's running up the tree there. There's that there. There's some flowers here. It's crazy, I can see them, but they're still not prominent enough that you'd be able to color them in. So they're not going to be colored, they're going to be white. The reason why I'm using the Prisma is because it will keep that the next colors from settling down there. It'll keep them white, I hope. Alright, so there's There's leaves there. There's flowers here. You can't see them? I can see them. Can you see them now? And if I had colored it the tree color, you would have really seen them. So I'm just doing these ones very, very lightly, just so I can see them. So that I don't color over top of them. And if I do color over top of them, I'll be able to lift it up and put the color down. Alright, I think that is close to all of them. I think the rest of them are so embedded into the tree that we're not going to be able to get them all. Well, that's all the little flower things. I'm going to put little spots in the middle for the middle spots as well, so that we don't color them deep brown. And we'll go through and we'll add the color afterwards. Alright, so we're going to start with walnut brown. And if I didn't do that and I colored over top of them, you would really see them. So we're going to start in our dark area. With the walnut brown. Sorry if I go quiet. Concentration. So while I was lurking in and out during Tanya's stream, did I see that you're going to start streaming it again, Angela? I think I missed something. Or have you started streaming again and I've missed it because I don't get notifications? Well, off to bed with you. I hope you have a great sleep, Dawn. If you're tired, dear, go to bed. Wonderful. What day are you going to be streaming? Because like I said, I did miss the whole thing. I just saw the end of it and I couldn't find anything about it. And of course, going in and out, you miss so much. But people have to be fed. They all insist on it and stuff. Tomorrow, awesome. Awesome. I can't wait. So right now I'm just filling in the shadow areas. I do believe I saw something about 6 Pacific. Is that right, Angela? I just wasn't sure what day. Nice! I'm glad you're excited. It'd be good to have you back. Sometimes we gotta take some time off, though. As long as you're ready to be back, then that's all that matters. Now, I'm not gonna go. Oh, yeah, I am. I wasn't gonna go too far down, but because I want to add some green in there, but we want the brown to be under it, so. Wonderful. Oh, those things, you know, you give birth to them, you start feeding them, and then they expect it. I know. A horrible thing to say, but it's true. All right, so I'm not going to go too much further up the tree here. We'll move up in sections so that you guys can see a good deal of it. So we're just going to go up to the leaves here and then we'll move up. Hello, Katrina. Welcome, welcome. So that's the first one that was walnut brown. And then the next one we're going to use is walnut brown light. You gotta make sure they don't fail school. I am quite sure that's what she meant. I have no idea what kind of tree this is, or if I'm even coloring it the right color. But that's okay, because it's mine, and I can color it whatever color I want. And we've got some foliage over on this side here, so I'm just coloring around it. Okay. And I'm just using a light hand building that color up, extending the shadows out a little bit. All right, Dawn. Well, have a good sleep, dear. And if you do purchase this PDF, this is page number 30 for the dark grayscale, 31 for the light. I'm just filling that in. I'm bringing that dark color up into the root system here. It's a little shadowy. I'm just going to do the same thing up here, bring it down. All right. Now we're going to go a step lighter with permanent brown deep, I think. No, it's darker. So I want sepia. And again, we're just working in the dark areas here. And working it in towards the light. Lots of light layers. I know this is probably boring. Good thing is this set does not have any tree bark brown. Just building that color up. This part here is leaf areas. So we're going to leave that. Oh dear, Bonnie. I'm sorry that you're having a fight with autocorrect. I have issues with autocorrect as well. It always says things I don't want to say. It's like, that is not at all what I said. By the time I can type in what I did actually say, yeah, it's just too late. So then you just roll with it. All right, so I know we've used a lot of really dark colors, a lot of red colors. Now we're going to tone them down a little bit and use some some yellow browns. So we're going to go into yellow ochre. And we're going to go right over top of the red browns, toning them down just a little bit. And then we're going to start moving into the lighter areas here. Like so. I'm telling you, this gray tone paper can take a lot of layers, which is awesome. And I'm just going to be very, very light around these leaves, these flowers here, because I want to put in some green underneath them to represent their leaf structures. Just so they don't look randomly thrown on the tree there. Maybe I have some sort of green structure to them. Unless, we just leave it and then just say that there was none. But it would bug me, so. I'm still going to put the brown underneath them because the brown is still going to be under it. However, there's going to be a little bit of a green leafy overtone to it. Overcoloring. That's what I'm calling it. You know me, I'll make words up if I don't know what they're called. Just saying. Don't look up that word because I don't know if it actually exists. All right. It's coming straight into the rest of that. And that's good. All right, now the next color that we're going to use is the terracotta light. And that's going to be the final brown tone that we're going to use. And then we're going to move into some greens and things like that as well, and some floral colors. And we're going to finish the valley area here, and then we'll move up the tree. So again, this is terracotta light, which has a little bit of a red coloring to it, but it's got a nice tan as well, so gives us that nice highlight on the wood of the roots. If I don't break them all. little tips are falling off because I had it too sharp. I really wanted to cut into that color. All right, now I'm going to use, let's see, what color do I want here? I want Terra Verde, first of all, which is a bit of a gray, blue, green color. And we're going to start under here with it. And we're just going to draw a bit of a vine that goes down into the valley here. Same with this area here. And come down and put our vine in through there. Like so. And then we want a little bit of a greener green, if that's a word. So we're going to use leaf green deep. Everybody's watching me color right now. Ooh, magical garden. I've put everybody to sleep. It's okay. Oh, seems I broke it. So my leaf green deep has decided that it wanted to take a nap. It's a good thing I have another set of these, because a couple of my favorite colors that I use a lot of, have broken a couple of tips off. Okay, coming over on this side. We have a visible line there, so we don't have to draw one in. And Shila's breathed her own spit while she was sleeping. Alright, then we're going to color in this area here. Aw, that's awesome. I love your thank you cards. They're so pretty. The masculine one was really cool. Alright, now we're getting into those leaves that we based in the white so that we could see them. And as you can see, the green is standing out a little bit better on those areas. Yeah, it's a little bit early, but you know, you get to sleep when you need to sleep. Alright, there's a little area there and there and there. I'm missing a couple of flower areas here, so I'm just putting them in. Some leaves there, because there's different leaves in different areas that I want to do with different colors. Because there's a leaf there. Trying to see all the little details. And this is the dark grayscale. I tried to find all the details in the light grayscale, and yeah, it would have been just a big old green bush. leaf there. So now I'm going in behind the leaves that I can see, and I'm hoping not to hit too many of the ones I can't see, because they will show up. Like when you color over them, they will show a lighter green than the other areas, depending upon if they have the lighter grayscale on them. You can, of course, bypass them just by coloring the whole thing really dark green, if you chose to. Oh, and of course I'm off screen. Sorry, guys. A 2-hour nap. Sorry. Thank you, Shannon. I was off screen. I was just moving down and down and down and didn't look up. Sorry. I need to look up more. Okay, so we're going to work on this side here first. We're going to take our leaf green light and we're going to finish and fill in all of that area. And of course I'm off screen again. So I'm going to zoom it out a little bit so you guys can see better of what I'm doing here. That way I don't have to worry about it and you guys don't have to yell at me. If you want me to zoom it back in, I will. But for this part, I think having it zoomed out will give you a better idea of what I'm doing. So I'm going through all the areas with the green, with the light leaf green, just giving it that little bit of bright life colors. So it stands out a little bit against the dark brown. I'm hoping I'm getting all of them. Like so. Now I'm just going to go over all these small leaves down through here with the light green so that they'll show up and glow a little bit better. And you guys can see what I see. Can you see what I see? I don't think I put the dark in there, so I'm going to do that. And it's still not tall. I still have to move it. Sorry, guys. Zoom it out just a touch more. Okay, it doesn't want to zoom out. There. That's what happened. I thought I zoomed it out enough. And my zoomer didn't zoom. Make sure I get those shadows in there. All right. All right, so there we have our underbrush done, as well as the vine that goes up into the tree here on that side. Now we're going to do the other side here, and then we'll do this big leaf area here, and then we'll move up the tree. So first I want the dark green. And we're just going to go in here. Like so. All right. And up through here. Just putting in the little bits of the dark green into the leaves here, and then we'll go over them with the light green. Go in between the darker areas. And try not to do her hair, because yeah, that would not be good. We're going to come up through here, and again I'm using leaf green, deep leaf green for this part, and then for the lighter part I'm just using straight leaf green. And this area there is her hair, so let's not color her hair. Let's not color her hair green. Although it's going to be black, so I could overtake it easily with the black. And hubby is talking to his friends, so I apologize if you can hear him giggling. All right, I think that's it for that part. Now I'm going to go through with the leaf green light. And hopefully you guys don't see my head. I have to lean forward a little bit and avoid the glow. All right. And of course, if we find that there's too much of the white spot showing through, some of it I want on there so that we have the texture of the tree as well as the texture of the leaves. But if we find it's too much, then we can blend it down and rework it to fill it in. That's the great thing about Grayscale is you can just gently blend it and then add more color to it. Just as long as you don't blend it too hard. And I have found with this gray toned paper that it blends really nicely on it. So, all right. So there is our leaf structure going up the base of the plant of the tree. I'm going to switch it over here. And there we have that so far. I'm going to leave the flowers white for now. We're going to do this big leaf here. And then we're going to start moving up the tree. I think we're making pretty good time. We've got about a half an hour left. So, and thank you, Angela. I appreciate that. Now I have to figure out what color these palm leaves are. I have no idea. This is all an experiment to me, so we're going to start with chrome green. We're going to do these in a blue-green kind of coloring. So we're going to start with chrome green. Actually, let's start with Viridian and then go into chrome green. Or maybe even phthalo green and then Viridian and then chrome. The choices, the choices. So let's do it that way. So phthalo, Viridian, and then chrome. Thank you, Yana. I appreciate that. All right. Now, yeah. All right, I'm going to switch you back over. And I'm going to tip you up so you can actually see what I'm doing. And we're going to start here. here. I have no idea if that's the same type of leaf. I assume it is. And like I said, I have no idea if this is the actual color of these leaves. It's just going to be the color I do it. Just saying. There is no hyper-realism in this, so there is in the picture. However, I don't know enough about the foliage to do hyper-realism, so I'm not going to. I will try to do a little bit of realism, but not hyper. Then we're going to do this one. Just following the harder lines with the phthalo green. No, phthalo turquoise, sorry. This does not look like the darkest color, but nope, I don't think it is. I think it was the other way around. I went the wrong way. I grabbed the phthalo turquoise instead of the phthalo green. That's okay. We'll work with it. So we're going to stop doing that now. And we're going to add the viridian to the center areas where it's going to be darker. So we're going to use the viridian as the dark color instead of the phthalo. I knew it was looking a little bit too light for what I wanted. I should have looked, and I didn't. My own fault. It happens. But that's okay. Just add more color and correct it. All right. Exactly, Celine, exactly. And Yana, I guess they've decided that you are a good launching pad. I don't know what they're launching themselves towards, but yeah, you must be bouncy enough for them. Zoomies, yeah. Time to do the zoomies. Well, at least it's not 4 o'clock in the morning and having them do zoomies over your head. Or 2 o'clock in the morning. That's always annoying. My cats used to do that. When I had cats, we had like 4 of them, 3 or 4 of them. Well, no, 4, because we had Sonia, Fred, Lily, and Pud Pud. So we had 4 of them at the time. Fred, Pud Pud, and Lily were brothers and sisters. And Sonia was basically an auntie. Um, and she was the oldest. And she would try to chastise them, but they would go zooming all over the house. It was hilarious. She'd sit in the corner and smack them every time they went by. But it was always horrible when they got the zoomies at night, because then they just run right over your head. They didn't care. All right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, mine would just jump right on your head. They didn't care. All right, so I'm going into the deepest part of the shadows with chrome green. And it's a light color, but it's got a good gray level to it. So it'll still give us that shadow color that we want, but it'll be a lighter shadow than the rest of it. And it will blend those other colors together really good. Really well. Because, yeah, my words are not working tonight either. Just blending it out into the highlighted areas, and then we'll put some brighter color there. All right. Get that up in there. All right, now we're going to add, what's this one? Oh, that's too dark. Too dark. We're going to add this one. And hopefully it'll do what I want it to do. So we're going to add some olive green. Not quite doing what I wanted it to, but it is making it pop up better, so that's fine. Not quite sure I'm liking this, but it's the one in the back, so that's okay. We can use a lighter green on one in the front. So. And of course we can finish it off with a lighter green and get it all blended together. Almost getting to a point where the colors are being fluffy. Alright, and I want to do this down here as well. Get that done, and then we're going to take Castle Green Light. Let's see how that does. Oh, that's better. Yeah. So we're just going to go right over top of it with the Castle Green Light. And we're just going to use it to blend everything together. Like so. Sometimes you have to test the water, see what works, see what doesn't work. The olive green worked great under the Castle Green, but I didn't like the way it looked by itself. Having that little bit of that brown green underneath the brighter green actually looks pretty good. And there is quite a bit of white spot there, so I will probably be going over this with the blender. Just because it's a leaf and I want it to be nice and smooth. So I'm going to sharpen up my blender pencil here. And we're just going to blend those colors together. And brighten them up. Like so. Move the page so that you guys can actually see what I'm doing. Although, I'm not quite sure you want to. It does look a little bit more of a mustard than a palm leaf, but that's okay. And I am blending it thoroughly, so I won't be able to add any further color on top of this. So I'm trying not to touch any other areas that I may want to add color to later. Does anybody else do that? Press so hard on their Caran d'Ache blender it feels like it's bent? Or is it just me? All right. So there we have that. Now we're just going to skip the olive green on this one. We're just going to add the chrome oxide here. I think that's what it's called. No, chrome green, not chrome oxide. It's just chrome green. And I think we're just going to add that. Actually, I kind of like that. That's more like what I wanted. Make sure I get a good level color there. No. I think the neighbor's dogs must be out. Shyla wants out. But she doesn't like coming back in, so. If she keeps it up, I'll have to take her out front and let her out. So we're getting close to being done here for our time allotment. We've got about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. So I'm hoping to at least get these leaves done by then. I'm just going to build that up a little bit there for those areas that I didn't hit with the blender. I think he's playing video games. Alright. Those colors all built up in there. Like so. No problem, Ronnie. You can be behind. We're fine. Everybody else has gone to sleep, so you're okay. It happens. It happens to me a lot lately. Suddenly it'll start buffering, and then I'll be, way behind on the live. All right. So I'm going to gently blend this. It's fine. Go to sleep if you're asleep, dear. If you're tired, go to sleep. That's what we're here for, to put you to sleep into a gentle lullaby. Except for all of us out here on the Pacific coast, where it's still a little early for bedtime, but I know that a lot of you are quite a bit later. All right, so I'm just going to gently blend this. I'm not going to blend it really hard because I just want to see the color that I get. That's good. You better not be sleeping with needles in your hand, dear. Put the needle down first. That's good. I'm glad that some of us are still awake. I haven't lulled you all into nap time. Bore you all with all the green. And I'm not trying to hard blend this. I'm just blending it all together to see if I need any other color. I may need to put that green over top of it. I just want to see how this looks and if I like it. I like plants that are green. That, and I can't color ones that aren't and have them look right. Although this isn't looking too bad. I think it looks okay. That blue-green color. I have seen plants that look like that. I'm just going to use my blender to blend it in and smooth it out. Get that bright green in there, that bright turquoise green. Look, and the gray smoky look as well. So I'm pressing harder now, filling in those bits of white spot, giving us that nice shiny leaf. All right. And then I'm just going to do it this way. Again, there's a bit of a blue turquoise, gray turquoise in there, which is what's giving us that gray blue color on our leaf here. I kind of like it. All right, now we're going to dust that off like so. I'm going to switch it over, and that's the lower part of the foliage all finished up here. Got this little tiny plant here, and then I think we're going to call it a day. Oh, absolutely not a problem at all. Get your din-dins. Dinner is important, especially if you're hungry. All right, so we're going to start with juniper green on this little plant. We're going to switch you back over to the close-up. And it's this plant here that we're going to work on, so I'm going to zoom you in so that you can see that little plant right there. Yeah, no, don't get hangry. Hangry is no fun. My hubby gets hangry if I don't feed him. It's worst on the weekends because I'm not used to eating lunch, so I don't ever think of making it. And he gets really hungry at about 11 o'clock. And he gets really grumpy when he's really hungry. Alright, now we're going to go in with This one here, cadmium green pale. We're going to put in some highlights. And then tomorrow, we're going to be working on another picture, but we're not going to be using these pencils for our Try It Tuesday. We will be continuing the Try It Tuesday that we did last week that I was supposed to finish on Thursday, but yeah, just couldn't do it. So we'll be finishing that up tomorrow, and we'll be using the Prismacolors for that, just because it will stand out against the paint just a little bit, and they're easily smushed together, which makes it a little bit easier to work with them. I'm going to put a little bit of this green into the edge here, showing a bit of a mossy growth on the tree, like so. All right, now I'm going to switch you back over just so you can see. Yeah. Yeah, if he doesn't have his brekkie or his brunch, his mind if it's lunch, as long as it's done by 11 o'clock. He is a grumper. Yep. And I think I've used every green in the set except for like 3 or 4. Just saying. Yeah, we've used all these greens. All right, so we've got our parrot done. We've got the lower part of the tree done here. We will work on this part here or the people on Wednesday. We'll see depending upon. I think we'll work on the people because when Ruth is here, I can ask her questions, and that will help me on doing them. So Ruth is going to be here on Wednesday, so we'll have Ruth Sanderson come and visit. Of course, she has left us a 40% off deal for all of her Etsy, as well as the book that this picture is in, which is her new book, which is called Grayscale Fantasy. That is available only on her website or on Amazon. The coupons and the discount codes do not work for Amazon. They are only for her Etsy or her website. So this is from Grayscale Fantasy. We are using the Castle Art Gold colored pencils this week. I will be doing the continuation of Try It Tuesday. If you guys want to see, I will show you. Absolutely. Shout out to Ruth, because she's awesome. I am so going to be fangirling, just so you know. I may not get anything colored at all, but she will be here. So there's our parrot and our foliage. Do you want to see what I was able to accomplish with the painting and how that's going to look tomorrow? How we're going to start tomorrow, should I say? If you don't want to see it, that's fine. Yay! As long as somebody's fangirling with me. Okay, so as you know, I did the watercolor background, and I printed right over top of the watercolor with my printer this wonderful little piggy here. Now this is the little piggy that goes way all the way home, and I have drawn in a balloon over one of the splotches to match this balloon here, and we will be coloring that with the Prismacolor pencils because they are very opaque, and putting them over top of the paint, they should cover any paint that shouldn't be where it's at. All right. So that is what I will be working on tomorrow. It is a small enough image that I should be able to get it done quite quickly during that recording. So, and then we will give it a little bit of a spritz and call it good. And I just love the way the colors are, blooming up into the sky there, sort of like fireworks going off. I just like it. So the little piggy is going wee 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 all the way home with her balloons, and either she's lost a whole bunch of balloons or, there's fireworks going off because she's, wee wee weeing all the way home. But that is what we are going to be finishing tomorrow. We're going to take the watercolor background and we're going to make it into a full picture. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. All right, guys, so that is it for today. And as I said, we've got the parrot done. We've got the lower structure of the tree done. And we're going to either work on the people while Ruth is here. I think we're going to work on the people while Ruth is here, just so that we can get some input from her. And then we will finish it off during the rest of the week. I may end up working on it somewhat by myself and putting it up on Saturday's recording. All right, guys, with that, thank you all very much for watching. Keep an eye out for the 2,500 subscriber video. It will walk you through how to enter for the prettiest pencils in the world. All right, guys, with that, always remember to like, comment, and subscribe to any YouTube artist that you enjoy. And always remember to relax, color, and stay safe, everyone. Until next time, bye-bye for now.